No, to the Samhain total surface area plus it can't change. Sin a curved surface area, sin just team weight and then plus the circle like you bought. Okay, now reached test go sin cards machine. So reached test good go a pi go a chaluma on all three. So to make that da RH plus R carny here cards my kids art. Okay, now to da RH go a cards my kids art minus R carny here. And therefore to make H cards my kids art minus R carny a ligiskan da R. Okay. Now, the sin jant kunchen H higlinchen na se sabalasta in se formula Sean Shaw. Surface area. Right, we'll joke here, H cards machine. Now, shin H Jeremy R. Now, to me go to horse H is answer because me quarter DVDR. How class the DVDH up in my faster, just like ginger. But because the R against R squared in which a bread jacker R is screw H R is screw in terms of H because the R squared goes through which a bread jacket. So reach stick like to the V equals pi R squared H. Now reach shall I image mod DVDR, image V screw mod in terms of R. So reach to V cosmla pi R squared midifa kids art minus R squared eligiskan da R. Okay, now right Arshin amolish is squared in Shaw because the R squared is R by R. I guess the raised higlat to raise to me equals pi is gone pi R midifa kids art minus R squared. I guess because the da and Shaw to me ranter da so higlin midifa yeah just for handiness. It's the same thing. Midifa yeah ranter da. Okay. Now, medicine so to V cosmla le pi bracket kids art R minus R cubed. So just how you man constant to meet in bracket because he's supposed to dy dx al do. Okay. Now, reached dvdr cosmla. So reached le pi medifa kids art minus 3R carny here. So reached you with dy dx the show because the show on the constant. You can just say I got to meet in brackets. So cost that 3R squared to get the 3 I got to meet. Okay. Now reached to dvdr next cosmla shaw. Now reached to find when you're to guess find its maximum or minimum kind with dvdr her cosmla 0. So you to le pi for k to art minus 3R squared cosmla 0. So reached to for k to art minus 3R squared cosmla 0. 3R squared cosma k to art R squared cosma j page way right 3 stand throw she so to R color cosma plus the minus she. Now erase the higglin radius way negative so therefore to R color cosma she centimeter. The centimeters what you're doing? No, you hook what to be doing so just in it. Half pi by 0 0 so you can just ignore. Marine testing yet he was or top le pi to cancel them off. So like so he got le pi equals 0. So 0 you can do. So to just five clamp brackets on chalk cosma 0 and you can solve. Okay, I'm a joke here listen. Now is it catch your horse find its maximum volume. Now test so can you go volume cosma formula on chalk. So to V cosma le pi modify k to art R minus R cubed. So chemischen nationally stack because there's find the maximum volume. So ratio to k to art modify she minus she cube here. I guess upper shin of math you fight it when you shin. Yeah, k to she j pi. In it cube here. Okay, so just you can screen this is unit squared. In it cube. Well, on you okay, Lashan. Okay, right, I'm trying to catch over the car. The one you've got to be brushed, you guess I teenager scenes you like to get higher in shine like. You know, ar as tiny more desk agus tí face ar le screen, you wide níos fása. Anyway, like my teeth, the more good are less like needs to give him. Right. Right. Kiss the care. Right, a 10 box has a square base of side x meters and a height y. So these just turns to a sketch. So square base, la RJ. So these tend to call x, x against RJ y. Okay? Now, the box is open at the top. So these to a fast to get boys to come with Lena Sanchin. Just more of an angle. Try to only gang in the small these. Alright, we shouldn't rob bugnies first to the deal, me. Right. Now, some box of basket to your boy, so can you come your chin? Now, enter catch the box over the top and it's made to hold 4 meters squared. Catch like your lads. So let him array. Miha. Look, half pi midi for shot is equal to 0. So that means the shot will be equal 0, the shin will be equal 0. Half pi equals 0. So if you don't need it, your x beyond your get solver for x. Now, just so that I get you into east. Just so that I get you into Martha le pi ogutse midi for k to r minus 3r squared. Okay? But cardinal 0. Must get it for ratio to half pi, I divide both sides by half pi. So the shin, gully chalu mola shin, half pi round to 0 is still 0. So raise to me just 5 k to r minus 3r squared, cardinal 0. Do you get it nice? Miha, do you get it nice? Oh, keen, Louise. Do you get it nice, keen? Right, okay. Right. Now, why he shit? Right. Ready with this scenario? Right. So you do this, yeah? Right. I'll kiss the care nice. A 10 box is a square base of sides x centimeters and height y meters. The box is open at the top, Evan, at the hall. The box is open at the top and is made to hold 4 meters cubed. So test screen go let torch. V. Codumla 4 meters cubed. So reach ocean to me add the formula skew ma. Jane torch to take a box and Sean shot x for y. So test screen go V codumla x carry y, which the codumla k. Okay? So test screen you knowledge in own kest. Write down the total surface area in terms of x and y. Now, total surface area. So, aha, codumla. Now, to base the y, so shin x carry here, plus I guess the carry t1 x midi for y, so k had x y. So, shin the total surface area in terms of x and y. Well, and then you okay, la shin. Because the bun x for x, so shin x squared. I guess the carry t with odd carry x for y, x for y, x for y is x for y, so shin k had x y. Well, and then you okay, la shin. Put in surface area. I guess you boy the beer to your basket you boy so reaching on that x squared away. Now, shin aha. Now catch the change shin, write down the total surface area in terms of x and y, and hence in terms of x only, find the least possible area of sheet tin that can be used in its construction. Okay, so to require to the minimum. So therefore to require to DAD. Can you be? In terms of x only, there's just to require to DAD dx. dx. Okay? Now, la dxl came within you x squared is double a sha. So test so you next go y codum la keher is gone x carni. Okay, so to lock in formula Sean Shaw, I guess come to sha y equals 4 is gone x squared, and then come to sha net y in Shaw. So to ahar next codum la x carni here plus keher x midi for keher is gone x carni here. So to A, codumla x carni here plus she jig is gone x. And you okay, listen. Because keher for keher, she jig is right x and y in your marlan can get bond so with fact like in the way. Okay. Now, dA dx. Codumla dó x minus séideag is gan x cearnithe. An neorra caiitú me fáil séideag is gan x cearnithe. Chun cemne, séideag is gan x sin roid cearn le séideag x to the minus 1. Well, you're with dy dx to séideag x to the minus 1. You're with minus séideag x to the minus 2. Which the cardinal luigi séideag is gan x cearnithe. So sin net will sin chart as agus a dy dx. You can on your shot. Okay? So raise just note catch will sin chart as. Now, reached cardinal cardinal when your local max is men cardinal 0. So you to do x minus séideag is gan x cearnithe cardinal 0. Made the rod for x squared, the full rated on codine. So you to do x cube here, lose your séideag cardinal 0. Do x cube here cardinal séideag, x cube here cardinal art, x cardinal cubic root the art, which the cardinal do. Okay? So to x cardinal do. So in case you find the least possible area of sheet 10. So raise task goodness goal cardinal x cearnithe plus séideag is gan x. So raise an cardinal dó cearnithe plus séideag is gan a dó, which the cardinal cethe plus art, which the cardinal dóéag init cearnithe. Oh, meters actually, meters, because how meters do you get 2 meters cubed, so dóéag matter cearnithe go minus. Dóéag matter cearnithe. Would any be in a ray? Chicken you nasha? Is a rubbing salia? Miha? Okay, so reached conny come to describe tension formula doing funny volume 4 meters cubed. So reach task can go x squared y equal to cardinal k. So to y cardinal k is can x squared. Over ma naha. I guess we able to up ma. Okay. Okay, listen. Or d or cost like dA dx or dA dy. Yeah, any said differ. In the case for yen because there's in terms of x, but the rest of the nation the most is to get in hook lots of y up dA dy. I guess my supplement is to start the value.
No, like calculus sense of debate.
Oh. We say to go in calculus most of the maximum volume or minimum volume. Right. Make it as a maximum min. I guess there's a volume that equation that can be. Yeah. But how come I say how do I find the maximum or minimum the rather be as we differentiate? Right. Was it okay? You should figure the hash? Yeah. Right. V equals sure. Oh, sure.
V equals 4 meters squared.
Cubed, yes.
The differentiation is going to 12 meters squared. Is that just a coincidence?
How are you getting 12?
Above 12 again.
I can do what they call 12 inches. All right, well, see, meters cubed is just a unit. That's just a coincidence. Well, it's definitely complicated, we'll know that.
Why do you write in terms of x and y?
Well, there's in terms of x. So we require to dA dx. Huh? Aye, well, shouldn't area in surface area in terms of x, I guess y. But then does you find the maximum volume in terms of x? Was it okay?
Yeah.
Right. Right, I'm going to kiss over the she. I'm going to she. Art J, Doye, Karjik, Shejik, Archik, Sean Ligliv, Janta, Funny Moira. Right. Here. Ellie. Right. Right. So I'm going to hey Kishella. Nyasa, this get you do. Phone contract. Right. Smacht to Kestever a quiggin shin she, Gominiska Kestever a she. Reach Hoxa box doing square base x agus the reach the fad y. Fad y in shin. So a prism of square section contains 64 meters cubed. So reach task go a tart, cosma shaska kehe matter cubi he. So reach task go v cosmla x squared y, which the cosma shaska kehe. Okay? And in your equation, so to y, go to cosma shaska kehe is gun x squared. So just write midlashan, costan kiss journal. Okay? Now, reach jela testing. Express the length of the prism in terms of x. So shin the length of prism in terms of x, so shin jantgoin. So the reach the length shin y, so the shin cosmla shaska kehe is gun x squared. So shin in terms of x. Do you get on the shin? So reach lee cash. Just express the length of the prism in terms of x. So reach how much y are a length, so to y cosma shaska kehe is gun x squared. So shin in terms of x. So shin okay again. Okay. Get partially and find the total area of the faces. So ahar omlan cosma do x kehe here because the ye t1 the tamsha agus the kehe xy. Okay, I guess Kaimishin is screw in terms of x. Okay, now the race to a cosma do x kernihe plus keher x midifa shaska keher is gun x kernihe. So to a cosma do x kernihe plus kehe for shaska keher sun yagi quigashe is gun x. The keher t1. T1 x midi for y, I could T Sean Shaw, Shin x midi for y, Shin xy is the Kaharaku. So you can do, so there's a summon Carly Hill, so it's 4xy. Okay, right, so reach the ADX, Cosmla Kahar x plus or minus Yahid Quigashi is gun x carni. The reach behar the validation again just to go dy dx. So x to s x to the minus 1. So it's minus quick to x and minus 2 through x back she's is x squared. Okay. So reached corsin shin cosma 0. Luji ye here quick she is gun x carni cosma nodge. So you to kehat x cube here cosma ye here quick she. You to x cube here cosma shaska keher. So to x go with cosma cubic root to shaska keher x cosma keher. Okay. Now show that the total area is a minimum when the prism is a cube. Okay. So raise kinda jiggling chest when we go to prism on the cube, that means kahi y ve faster cosmla kehe or cosmla x. So kinda jiggling shinu crew. Now can you come to y cosmla shaska kehe is gun x kerni here, but the x cosmla kehe. Then to y cosma shaska keher is gun keher kerni here, which the y gulvi cosma keher faster. So race to x cosma y, so the variation te and crew on the cube. Okay, so Dave Fortin crew on the cube. Right. Okay, listen. On. You can do that? Right, just over the art. Now, one divine, this is the gender in betweens. Gender in betweens, costing the kisting to Mr. Skepper, because test. Chocolate kisting Machine needs are the pepper screw deal. So, again, she shouldn't do. Now, chain rod through them pepper screw deal. British as she's the J in sections. So, cost that you as the kiss machine, a cake kiss during showed that the volume is. Show that x squared by y is equal to 64, so screws and she's write y in terms of x, agus there's write a in terms of x, and shen so kaita shin is trouble is that. So yen shan sections the j, and then find local max agus local, man goes dy dx and so on. Right, I could question the art. Find the radius of a base of a cone of volume 3 pi centimeters squared if the slant height is a minimum. Now, reach kiste art is gal a cone. Okay? So try and start the cone. Now, J tasking through the cone. Horizontal height. Now, to go to yeah formula you learned, right? Smooch go to we formula for your volume, we formula going for your surface area. And so, there's the slant height. So, shin L, shin H, and shin R. Okay? Now, reached O shaw. Shin right angle triangle. So, test so can you go L squared cosma H squared plus R squared. So, shin you had formula. Okay? And then you okay, let's use the Pythagoras theorem. Okay? Now, Dircha, find the radius of the base of a cone of volume 3 pi centimeters cubed. Now, reached, Taskunesh called the volume V, cosma hin 3 pi R squared H. Reached, patient screeches in the lower table. Okay? Now, if the slant height is a minimum, so jet me quarti, then be adding to jet me quarti. Actually, question journal, GV minimum max. GV minimum, GV me quarti, V minimum max the question journal. Area or volume? Area against volume and quadric. So the ruddy this area, not volume, they were max or min, yes? J to max against min to count on shop. What's max or min? Eh? The slant height, so shin L. So J to make quarti. To make quarti DL, either DL DR or DL D, DH, either one. Okay? Now it is to L squared again. So he's first suggest we said DL squared D or DL squared D H. That's fine. It doesn't have to be L on its own. He got L squared to be good. Because the L squared called my H squared plus R squared, he can turn it usage. Okay? Now it is kind of drawing the sub of shot. So can the enemy job. Right. Smuichki here you should have in escape mode shot the enemy. Okay? To V called my H 3 pi R squared H. When we require to dv dl, or when we require to dl dr, or the to me require to when we require to dv dl. Just me require to. So we just try to show Lee cash yeah we're at 3 we're equal to get to the quarter. Right, goes Jenna, get to more and some more. Just highly right now. Net must just ski she's fraggy leave. To my get it, try a figure them off. And if you figure it out, can you to come here? We must go to the cashier there and see Maddy and yet die different. Okay, so you have two options.
Can you rewrite the Pythagoras for in terms of R and
Jetmi's masal and shot. Jane asking must she's in China own cash.
3 pi.
Exactly. Color shot 3 pi. Hold 3 pi go. And net to J. And net V. Tesco go to volume cosma 3 pi. So reached you to 3 pi cosma hin 3 pi R squared H. That's the formula in the upper list. Now it's just a good thing came down to the Getty facu. Would the Getty hold DL squared H, DH, or would the Getty DL squared DR? Yeah, därför. You can pack either. And to kind of wine is fasten and canella. Go bruma. Right, then show here we. Can't stand them out the year pi. Put it done. Hín 3. G enemy chen made the anod fa 3. So Tesco goal nui codum la r squared h. So the h codum la nui is gun r squared. Okay, or hoklet scree goal. The idea shintu mat the goal nasla h codum nui is gun r squared. That means that the quarter dl squared d dr. Okay, so Mariah within your lashan, right? Testo going equal L squared cosm h squared plus r squared. Okay. So net h squared in this state we go to start. No ishkan r squared. So raised to L squared cosm no ishkan r squared squared plus r squared. So this is the formula going L in terms of r. Now, made this in the mark, so the L squared, cosmla, r mohin, is going r squared to k, so just be clear in plus r squared. Next is a forest dl squared dr of Rima. Get it in do, so you have to minus jk for r mohin. 3 head fysike. Is kun r gwerte quick plus da r. G enemy lesson in us because the r gwerte ka fine line. So I'm going to first side it'll be r to the power of minus 4. On. Because mine r to the power minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5 through minus 5 back she's really new to r to the power of 5. Yeah? Right. Now cosine cosma 0. So called to dl squared dr cosma 0. So these tests go minus 3 head physical is going r equal to quick plus da r cosma notch. So reached made the torsha trasna made the 105 to the power r to the power of 5. So you have to minus 3 head physical plus da r equal to she cosma 0. So to da r equal to she cosma 3 head physical r equal to she cosma k gj k chaska da. So to r cosma cubic root or power 6 162. No, and you obviously will be decimal place. That is the answer, yes. Now, which was the any good said dr dh, dl squared dh. That's just far wee bit more difficult, yeah. But it is you could do hocklet the either way. But next year in the cash, actually in the cash, what the maximum of slant height. So that means like the question maximum area to submit dA, dr, dA, dx, dA, dy. Maximum volume it was dv, dl, dv, dr. You can show it right. So reached height we into kurman lewi cash j to meet quarter. Like the has a dv, dr and chance you need to follow. You have to thought figure cash merskata harpy. Okay? Right, try a cash over a j can check. Oh, that will test you, skek my k was that good. Shouldn't janta yes, shouldn't catch J R janta. J squared J Jen 162 to the power of 6 of the calculator to shoot them for the kernel. You're to 2.335. 2.335 with them. 230. No, yes in cast. It's 2.335. Run my yeah where it is. Yeah, dog difference from my Frederick here in the Shane. Shane. Run my yeah where it is. From my Frederick here in it. Well, a copy the Shani all that. Yeah, yeah, all that. It's alright, you can catch the Jenny Ganesh, so. Right. Well, Artie gan on you. Artie gan on you. The room I should record or so. Oh, it's okay, yeah. It's a recorder, yeah. Make things spot with Jared, easy give on to me record. Yeah, it's okay. Right, just over the J. Like when I Kita able to show you. We should to show you east. Well, if we're figuring that you be more kiss to J, you be sure the kips to be in. Huh? Because that means you know your mathematics. Right. Go toward all this and shot. Now in 3D, I'm just going to hash my digits in 3D. So the cone of good. I guess the state on cone. The circle of good. Shin exactly, I could pack the hammer, so shin in 3D. The cylinder to state the cone. Okay? Now, in all this range I do, now, in 2D, we just call it hard to restep because the shin you all learn. Shocking I catch how we need to earth the exam paper. I guess the ratio I did in parts, so just generally catch the in parts. Because in all this talk of doing your chin. So lean brush your chest knees there by it. Right, the shin 8 centimetre. The shin hinge 8 centimetre. The shin R. The shin H. The T with D. Right. Express the height h of the cylinder in terms of its radius r. Right, I'm just going to end short left because I don't think you may give the figure them out. Right, very much chance. Maar de clue joller heeft kinderen en weer maar clue die. We said similar triangles.
Alright, yeah, I'm not bothered looking for whatever.
Yeah, man. Okay, Kevin. We said Samhain co-costu. Radi en in head part. We said Samhain co-costu. So elke jaar Samhain, right, we maar die jaar Samhain. So een kan de surge. Samhain is surge in de toastie togen. So tasking go shin hin jig, tasking go shin keher, right, so die keer Samhain. Elke de Samhain burgers die in Jonas, in de toastie togen. Still the same triangle, same angles. J togen. Jin father tasho shingaji shin. Keher luja. Keher luja R. Jigging on the Nikati. Because the shin keher, point R and mohas to me fact like keher luja R. Agustin urge. Urge H. Okay, next to yeah, similar triangle. Okay, you want me to add the formula sheets. Ready? Go for it. Good man. Yeah. Figla skrive hinjigger skin and keher. Cosma H is skin keher minus R. Or hokla tal H hinjigger skin H. Cosma keher skin keher minus R. It's the same thing. Right. We cross multiply. So reach you're to hinjig made for keher minus R. Cosma keher H. So you're to kara keher minus hinjig R. Cosma keher H. So to H cosma kara keher minus hinjig R. a leak is going to ceacht. So raise to I get a shin screw, hook the screw, mar hinjig minus hinjig is going to ceacht R. Agus shin H in terms of R. Now, Islam, shin ikina kest a hig a heart in knees or the paper screw the leaving shirt. And it's a knees, let 3 be on the hun, and it kest cost us in a knee. Haitas a cheek similar triangles knees, etniat, a goni, or paper he and the paper dog. So so good say, but abu de spotter. Beisha or the paper etniat, goni similar triangles knees, etniat, or the paper screw the. Okay? Right, from Jadu Chinukrin and Rush. Take the mid quartu. Maximum gauge. Volume. So the mid quartu DVD, DVDR or DVDH. BJ can us first now. The H open in terms of R, so that's what clue doing. So obviously it'll be DVD, DVDR. Now to V, quadrumla, Jin torch. Now, find the max value of the cylinder. So sin pi R carnia. Pi R carni H. To H ogun, so bosh in the step. So to V quadrumla, pi R carni medifa hinjig minus hinjig is going to ceacht R. Medish in the ma. Now just fag pi your two mui, because there's any fossil. Fag pi two mui. So you to pi medifa hinjig R carni here minus hinjig is going to ceacht R cubed. Okay, I guess by dy dx dv dr doesn't know. So you to pi bracket fisa da R minus trahat 3 is going to ceacht R squared. I guess quotation in us quadrumla nyemni. So raised you to pi for 22R minus 3 is going to ceacht R squared quadrumla 0. So test goodness called fisa da R called a quadrumla 3 is going to ceacht R squared. So it's a fragment going to be art is going to 3 centimeter. Yes? Yeah. Right, yes. Straightforward good job, actually. When we drill this question, J horse a cash for find the maximum volume. So J how much general awareness? Curve back is just the volume formula. Call the volume again in chaw. So curve rash is just the formula show on chaw. So raise to V quadrumla pi made for hinjig for R carni here so art is gonna 3 carni here minus hinjig is gonna care for art is gonna 3 cubed. And then just upper cinema. So to V quadrumla pi medifa art for art chaska ceacht for hinjig. Chart sheets a ceacht a bit. Just upper ma to you two. In terms of pi fractions, you might get a decimal place. Try the upper ma. So you take chart sheets a ceacht is going to be minus I guess you can all chain. You to mile ceacht here to art is going to piece of chart. So to V quadrumla pi mid-fa agus just obair sin amá so you to minus so you to carry seacht héad sa ceathair is gan na fisa seacht. So frigide to bhí cosma seacht héad sa ceathair pi is gan fisa seacht centimetre cubed. Agus tus go leor de frigide ag mar sin. Ceir sin sin.
It is, right.
Right. Which is full of handy for Sean us. Tis a jacket, but the reach kite mar do say two sa chapter. When you then you beat two sa chapter, kite kestile 3 carry full of march do say against this. Okay? Right, try out kest ever the door you can us with the hot. Which in can you sing west which in again on you? Huh? Or brush you all at it? Aaron, while that breakfast.
Yeah.
Right, 2 minutes. Right. Guess I know we can leave a cram ourselves to keep. We can leave. Come on. Snow vapes.
Great. I know.
Wegness or the world chain? Oh, she's the Charlie record. She, that.
Your other break.
So I said, can I figure mark in the la pause or so?
Just cut the solid through the fix of the. You think you want
Pause recording could image home or but some rooms to home in us. Right. So need record on us. Right, image. Right. Okay, image recorder go in the scale. Right. So catch every door yig. Image go crescent. So these go side Ceacht every heen. Image formula and shot. The race can you come to me quite to DVDR. Right. Right, how can you use the hall? Now, the raised to r squared plus ar. So, of course, that in terms of a squared. Screenshot in terms of a squared. Okay, now, raised to a squared, cosum r squared minus h minus r squared. So, to a squared, cosum r squared minus h squared minus 2hr plus r squared. So to a squared cosum r squared minus h squared minus plus 2hr minus r squared. So the vertical should call them off. So to a squared cosum minus or 2hr minus h squared. Okay. Now just make quarty. Now task will go variable and chart, so that you'll choice be a local, your values will be open for the honey. So can we just a usage and then try which a manipulator la cutulant. So the rest just to make a quarty and chart. To make quarty volume. So can they bring more volume? Volume cosum la don cone hin 3 here pi r carne h. Okay, J tasking for r carne here. Or Christa 5 minutes just to make worth in shaw. The Roma shaw there. The a squared equals 2 then a in shaw is a squared, not r. Because to make worth to a radius, so the radius be kuruma don't mix up the r's. It's a squared. Because the r in shaw is your a. So just be kuruma la shaw. So next task can go a squared cosum 2hr minus h squared to make addition is sub all star. So to v in this cosum hin 3 pi midifa 2h r minus h squared midi fa h. So to v cosma hin 3 pi midi fa 2 r h squared. So just write them off for h minus h cubed. Now, to an r is a question that's going to get on, so can we just use a more variable as it's a certain number. So we do quarter next dvd, so we quarter next dvdh. Okay, so we quarter dvdh, yes. Okay, now raise to dvdh cosmla gj. So ratio to hin 3 pi midi fa k r h minus 3h squared. Okay. Agus cormachin codumla. Nemni. So test going equal hin 3 pi midi fa k rh minus 3h squared codumla nemni. So to k rh golve codumla 3h squared. To k r golve codumla 3h. So raise to r golve codumla 3 is going to k h. Or a ballal heart to h golve codumla k is going to 3. K is going to 3r. It depends to the question. Now, most problem within you in the back is just the formula shown shot. Because test going to go to volume cosmation. Can we add the volume in terms of? We add the upper mark. So raised mercatus or shen. So to v cosmla, hin 3 or pi is going to 3, which is a third pi. For da r h squared minus h cubed. So test going to equal h cosmla k is going to 3r. So subportion is just when you h. So raised to v cosmla. Pi is going to 3 midi fa, da r midi fa k is going to 3r squared minus k is going to 3r cubed. So to v cosma pi is going to 3 bracket, you to da r midi fa shejig r squared is going to 9 minus shaska k r cubed is going to fisa Ceacht. So to v, well, it's up at the north, sublet as the L in terms of h, but the h squared to it's the h cubed to so it's going to be quite difficult. Right, I suppose you to still right here now, yeah, either way. Yeah, it's different. Right, anyway, to the formula, but the rest to get in terms of r. So the rest the test, express your answer, the calculus of radius r centimeters, so raise to the quarter in r. So raise to pi is going to 3 cosmla. Up into shin ligama. So right da r for shejig 32 r cubed is going to 9 minus shaska k r cubed is going to fisa Ceacht. So raise to that in virtue yellow in the hele. So to v cosma pi is going to 3 midi fa made in charlie for 3 to the formula troha da is going to fisa Ceacht r cubed. Okay. Agus médi sin ma, so frigere to v cosmla troha da pi is gan arc mohin r cubed. Agus sin volume. So find the volume of the large circular cone that can be cut from the solid sphere of radius r centimeter. Express your answer in terms of pi. So raise to v cosmla troha da pi arc mohin is gan r cubed. So it all depends on the radius that the golave. Okay. Right. So what are we doing for time? Right. Get it one with you. Tashi jacket. They're tough. Okay. Upper ball.
You're not going to make us do one of these by ourselves.
No, they'll be too tough. Try a lot anyway. Cardiac, shejig, agus arctic when you were ball. Give them a go. Okay. Upper ball. Cardiac, shejig, agus arctic. Now, they're tough, but at least. Right, wait a minute. We should get it just out when you kiss the cardiac, Eastern Bomonte. Pad and sketch. Okay? And then, to yeah, punch good net to trash into X against the Y axis, P against the Q. To my against the Steve, screw P against Q in terms of M. Okay, so try to coordinately know such X, Y minus Y1 equals M, X minus X1. Try to shun usage. Me gin should you funny be able to kiss the carriage again. Usage of formula y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Agus trial na punchy p agus q is screw in terms of m. Okay?
P by 2 or
Like p equals agus you to cos la coordinate 0 la cos la 3m minus 1 over m.
is Q false?
Agus q who die here.
In terms of
That's a tricky question yet.
P in terms of
P equals q in terms of m just. Screen the coordinates in terms of m. So right, so ace, feed him on the frig, ace, screenshot sheets, so do which we shot to the coordinates that P gonna be cosmla, screenshot sheets. The coordinates that P gonna be cosmla m minus 2 over m plus 0, shouldn't P m minus 2 over m. So m minus 2 illegal m dash and your y coordinates is 0. So there's your xy coordinates for your P.
So m minus 2 over m.
M minus 2 over m, that's your x coordinate, and your y coordinate is 0. Shouldn't when you punch your P. When you punch your Q, it's 0. When your x coordinate and your y coordinate is 2 minus m. Now, it is behagvad to shouldn't skriven as you figure luma gusta your formula tens madiv. By stopping an x equals 0 because y equals 0 is the tad de obrima. Very straightforward. Right to make quartu dA dm. Okay, so to the quartu dA dm at the heart. Okay. Okay. Kiss your shade, Jake. Who's getting clue? Right, screenshot sheets. Shh, you may drink it for lads. You're down. Kiss your shade, Jake. Me, I was just getting a martyr like Ceacht here now. Go you go. Charter there should be? Art here. Cahar each, 2 in Shane. Right, there's lad Cahar Mihal, there's lad Cahar Shane. Good lad. Right. Species the formula to R in brackets Q. Just when you could you look. To R in brackets Q, cosma P, made for Q. So we've got usage of formula Shin. I guess the race to the goal usage of formula to P in terms of Q, cosma RQ minus CQ. Right. And see most others in the figure them up. So raise to the quartu. So the quartu dy dx done formula shown shot. The quartu dy dx the shot. No, you my only question it should be common sense question the formula to the goose. Should be common, you should just basically just leave question the formula with the goose.